Glamour magic, glamour magic. Welcome back to my podcast, y'all. I'm your host, Trishelle. Happy Jupiter Day. How are y'all feeling today? Hit me up on Twitter at GlamagicBeauty or on Instagram at GlamourMagicBeauty. The website is back up. The YouTube has videos on it. There's plenty of content out there. Links are in the description. You know where to find me. I'm so glad to be back today. I am here to review P-Valley Season 2. I did not review Season 1, but I may go back and review it. I'm not sure. But it's good to see some of, the girls back. We don't have, Gidget anymore. She made a cameo this episode. I know there's some people who already seen this second episode. I think she was in that episode 2, but I don't know. I didn't want to spoil it for myself or y'all, so I didn't watch it or keep reading the spoilers. But let's just talk about episode 1. Episode 1 started off really great. Keyshawn is just so gorgeous. I am gonna drag her though, and I'm gonna drag Mercedes too, because to be honest, I know a lot of people like Mercedes, but I don't really see it for her that much. My main problem with Mercedes is something that I tweeted from the Twitter page. That's kind of why I'm also leading y'all over there, because I think I'm gonna tweet about it each episode. But what's really killing me with Mercedes is Mercedes has been working at P-Valley for a long time, and it just doesn't seem like she's very focused on quitting and really moving on, because the truth of the matter is, I know she was trying to start her gym or whatever, and I totally get it. I think it, in theory, it was a good idea, but I don't think Mercedes is serious enough about it. And because she's still, I know she's been trying to quit, but it just seems like, she always ends up back at the club. But the big reason for that is because I don't know why Mercedes needed her mom to hold her money. I don't know if it's because she did something in the past where she can't have a bank account. I don't know what is going on, or was trying to hide the money. I don't know. But the fact that she got her mom involved was just silly on her part, and she has to take responsibility for that, because I just don't think that was very necessary, especially knowing the kind of person her mother is. I don't understand that. But it was written that way to give us, plots and drama. So, okay. But let's talk about Autumn. Let me look at my notes. I do want to switch over to talking about Autumn, because I need to... I don't even know. People just be reaching out to me. I'm just like, who are you? So sorry, y'all. I'm just getting, messages from numbers. I have no clue who they are. But... let me go in this sequence of the episode. I want to drag Autumn. I'm so excited to, really talk about Autumn and the dynamic of her owning this club, along with Uncle Clifford. The main characters are very well written, and I want to, hurry up and dive into them, but I do want to follow the sequence of the episode, right? I'm going to get on Autumn later. I want to just start off by just saying I'm sick of her fucking accent. Her accent is horrible. Boom. That's what I'm going to start off by saying. I needed to say it. I'm over it. It's really killing the energy. I need her to practice her accent. Period. And I don't know didn't Autumn come from Atlanta? I don't even know. I feel like she may not even need to try to, have this southern accent so bad, because I remember, she's not from Mississippi or something. So, I don't know what's going on. But I'm over it. But let's start off with the beginning. Let me give you, before I just go out of order, the guy from the church, I think he's the pastor at the church that Mercedes' mama, Patrice Wilburn, that she used to be a person who sung and sometimes preached. But his nasty ass, I think he has a bunch of kids. He's at this birthday party with a bunch of children. He's feeling overwhelmed. The mom is overwhelmed, and it's why don't you fucking get engaged and help her? He's such a sorry ass bitch. I'm not feeling this dude. And just like a typical pastor, he gets up and goes to the strip club car wash Now, that's something that I think the writers did a really good job of this season, and definitely the cinematographers for, like, making that vision come to life. It's just, like, talking about COVID and the need to wear a mask and the fear around COVID and COVID affecting Andre's wife at work. And, you know, like, the strip clubs, that definitely affecting their money in their pockets, and PPP loans. Like, I'm glad it talked about that. I definitely feel like for Uncle Clifford, like, because, you know, some PPP loan shit I think he was talking about. So that's something that I probably will rewatch it just to, like, really make sure, you know, I'm catching everything. But yeah, I do remember him talking about motherfucking loans. And when it comes to Clifford, it's like Clifford is so bad with money, and that's something that I have to get on to. But because that's a really important conversation to have. But really great job on the cinematographers and directors and everybody involved for just a beautiful scene at the strip club car wash. Sorry, y'all. And just, like, really, and the writers adapted the show really, really well to talk about COVID. So great job on all parties. But of course, the nasty ass, like, pastor, like, freaking ejaculated in his car, which is so gross because he was so turned on. And then you know, Mercedes, you know, she shows up. Uncle Clifford made his grand appearance. He was dressed to the gods. His outfits are so funny. Like, the costume director does such a good job at just dressing him so extra, so unique, so camp. You know, it really is, like, he does camp better than a lot of those people at the Met Gala. Uncle Clifford does. Like, he really embodies camp very well. His fashion is so unique, so eclectic, so, like, blended in with couture. Like, I love it. You know, it's kind of like ghetto, country, and ratchet. Like, it's hood fabulous. Like, it's all those amazing things. But hood rich, because now he has a Birkin, or she has a Birkin. But with all of the I agree with Bondi Blue's review. With all the tricks that Mercedes was doing, her dance should have definitely cost more than $100. You know, she was fire on the end of her shoes, leg spread, all these pole tricks. You know, that stuff is hard fucking work. That is hard work. And yeah, should have been like $500. I agree with Bondi Blue. Shout out to her, you know, NOLA gang. But yeah, should have been like $500 or more. But, you know, they're in the deep south. It's COVID. People are hard up for money. So, yikes. But I'm just not here for that raggedy ass pastor. He's trash. He's ridiculous. You know, moving on. Let's talk about Mercedes' mom. Patrice has a billboard. She's such a fucking blood-sucking vampire. You know, I'm just like, really, Patrice? Shut up. Like, why the fuck do you have a billboard? You're the last person who needs to have one. You are trash. Her church has a very dark energy, very demonic. It doesn't come off positive vibes. It doesn't come off like she really gives a fuck about the people, their souls, their betterment. Like, it doesn't give any of that. She totally reeks. It's just like, you know, that's the thing about churches, which is really sad. Like, one pastor can go and then another monster shows up. Kind of gives that energy with not TD Jakes. The one who was, like, molesting some of the boys from B2K, Eddie Long, you know, him, and then who replaced him? Fucking Jamal Bryant, I think, at that church in Atlanta. I'm just like, child, y'all are not doing better. Like, that's a lateral move, bitch. I'm not feeling it. Patrice is a monster. Her church is not gonna be successful. Like, it's only a matter of time. She may be popping right now, but her greed, her narcissism is gonna get the best of her. So I already know where that's going. And then let's get on Autumn. Now I can get into her owning this club, the money, the real shit. Because I just at least wanted to go through the I did my notes in chronological order. Autumn, that accent, fix it. That acting, fix it, because Autumn, like the episodes and the scenes that they wrote her, and especially with Andre trying to be all sexy and provocateur and just sexy gothic, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't think the acting, I thought it was corny and cheesy, and I thought the acting just wasn't that great. Sorry. And I like her. She's a pretty girl, but I really liked her more season 1. But no. This season, the acting, something has happened. Maybe y'all agree the acting this first season wasn't that bad. I think this season it needs a little bit of work. But, she's the owner now. Clifford owns 15%. It's giving renovation tease, like, they've got a lot going on in this club. They've had to adapt the club. Part of the renovation, they had to adapt the club to the COVID situation, hence the car wash. And then also, they just had a fucking murder. Like, they just murked Autumn's ex-husband in that bitch. So, they definitely had to do some things. They had an all-out... That club is raggedy and has gone through a lot. Most strip clubs are raggedy and have gone through a lot. So, I think the setting and the set that they have set up to show this club or to be the Pink